NBA guys is Sam Amick. And they have the NBA rookie power rankings. And number 1, Ben Simmons. Number 2, Jason Tatum. Number 3, Kyle Kuzma, Lakers. Number 4, Lauri Markkanen, Chicago Bulls. Number 5, Donovan Mitchell. But it's not the order. It's what they say about it. So about Kyle Kuzma, the Lakers, they say he plays like a heady veteran. And he's taken a burden off a more publicized teammate. Translation, he's going for it. They say about Lauri Markkanen, there is a quote from his coach, Fred Hoiberg, quote, "The kid has no fear." Donovan Mitchell, Utah Jazz. The quote in the story is, "The Jazz rookie is fearless." There's also a rookie I would put in the top 6, Dennis Smith for Dallas, averaging 14 shots a game. What do all of those rookies have in common? Aggressive. For those who don't like Lonzo Ball, I may disagree with you, but the one thing where you're right, Lonzo Ball is strangely, oddly passive. And I've been told by somebody I trust, the Lakers can't figure it out. He is oddly, bizarrely passive at times. And this goes to something that over the course of my life, I didn't get it for a long time, and I absolutely, at 50 years old, know it now. Aggressive wins. The guy who asks the beautiful woman out gets the date. The poker player that puts all their chips in wins the hand. Smart doesn't win. It doesn't. It doesn't. Reasonably bright and aggressive crushes brilliant and passive. LeBron aggressively, actively recruited teammates to play with. Golden State Warriors aggressively recruited KD during the playoffs. Pat Riley has been the best recruiter in the NBA, actively and aggressively pursuing players. My NBA scouts all like Lonzo's vision, length, quickness. But he is, and it is a legitimate criticism, he is way too passive. And I'm not a psychologist, and I have no idea why. But when you watch the Lakers and they'll play tonight, watch him. He's long. He's quick. Sometimes he can shoot. He is way, way, way too chill. And I have no idea why, but I was told last night by somebody I trust in Laker headquarters, it's the one thing they're really concerned about. Do passive people become aggressive, or is it a DNA thing? Does a passive guy at 21 become a shark at 28? I'm going to go with Kobe and Michael Jordan. We're always sharks, even as kids. And, look at the world, Silicon Valley, Facebook, Microsoft, Netflix. When you read the books on those companies, Amazon, the one thing that, it's not about brilliance. It's about relentless. And in this league, there is a history. The aggressive GM wins, the aggressive coach wins, the aggressive player wins. Aggressive. I'm telling you right now, life rule. Passive and brilliant gets crushed by reasonably bright and aggressive as hell. And I think the criticism of Lonzo's passiveness is a real thing. Watch it tonight. Tweet me tonight. Tell me what you think. But, man, he'll shut it off for a half. I mean, he will shut it. Michael Rappaport was on our show yesterday and addressed this.
Here's the problem with Lonzo Ball. Everybody's like, his demeanor, he never gets rattled. I don't want my point guard to be a soft-spoken guy. Which point guard historically has been a soft-spoken, mild-mannered guy? Magic Johnson? No. Isaiah Thomas from the Detroit Pistons? That was like, talk about a dog, talk about an attack dog. Great point guards. We don't want mild-mannered point guards. That's like a mild-mannered quarterback.
I think it's a legitimate point. Is that, and it is. I don't know. Maybe it's possible. Maybe people listening to me who have been teachers or psychologists or therapists, maybe, to me, the aggressive kid in the 5th grade becomes the aggressive teenager, becomes the aggressive 20-year-old, becomes the aggressive adult. And the passive kid at 7, 8, like there's certain things you're born with, the man upstairs, parents, DNA, whatever it is, like they just don't change. Like passive kids don't become aggressive kids. Like it's so when I watch Lonzo, I'm like, I can always make you a better shooter. Like Magic Johnson wasn't a great shooter when he came in this league. Ray Allen didn't shoot like that when he came into this league. I never rip players. Whenever I hear this, well, this college kid can't shoot. He's 19. He had classes. He had a girlfriend. He had midterms. Let him sit in the gym. Jaylen Brown of the Celtics last year wouldn't shoot threes. This year he's really good at shooting threes. You can always become a good shooter. But does the passive kid ever become aggressive? I don't know. Sometimes that's just not in your nature. It's just not in your nature. The Herd brought to you by JCPenney. Wednesday through Saturday, select Dockers signature khakis, just $36.99. 50% off selected St. John's apparel. JCPenney. Get your pennies worth. Hour 2 coming up. Absolutely loaded.